Welcome back. In this week's video, we're going to be talking about Apple push notification certificates. This is likely one of the first things you'll want to set up when configuring Addigy, as the push notification certificates get installed on each device you enroll and allow you to do a lot of the building blocks of device management on Mac and iOS. Things like running software updates, pushing out profiles, and pushing out apps and books. Addigy makes this process super simple, and I'm going to walk you through it here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over into our Addigy account, and we're going to go to Account and MDM Settings. From there, we're going to click on New Certificate. We are going to download the certificate signing request. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the Apple certificate portal. I'm already logged into our portal here, but I'm going to throw up on the screen the URL for that. It is identity.apple.com/pushcert. The other way you can find that is by clicking on Addigy's link right here in those instructions. So once we're logged in, we're going to click on Create Certificate. We're going to accept the terms and conditions. Under notes, I typically like to put the server. So I'm going to say this is Addigy demo push. And we're going to put in here that it's 7/10/24. I typically like to add a couple notes like that. It just helps me keep track of what certificate is where. From there, we're going to click Choose File. We're going to select our signed CSR here. We're going to click Upload. And it's going to give us this confirmation. From here, we can click Download and get our push certificate. And we're going to head back over to Addigy. And we can select our file that we just downloaded. We're going to name it, and we're going to put in what Apple ID we used to create that. That is just a reminder for when it's time to renew the certificate every year, you know what Apple ID you used. When we have all that in there, you can go ahead and click Save. You can now see that our MDM certificate shows up, and it shows the date it was last updated and the date it expires. Addigy will tell you up here when a certificate expires in this little alert monitor. I typically like to use a task management app to have reoccurring reminders for these as well, because they are so important. So if this expires and you don't renew it, you're going to have to re-enroll the MDM profile on every single device in your fleet. That can be an especially big deal if you're using automated device enrollment, or you want to use automated device enrollment, because those profiles, those MDM profiles, are not easily removable. It's a much bigger deal, and it's going to create a lot of headache if that doesn't get renewed every single year. How do we actually use this now that it is in Addigy? Well, there's two ways. If you are an organization where you are not like an MSP, so you're just one company, definitely recommend using the global enrollment profile. All you have to do to use that is you come in here, you select what certificate you want to use. You can give it a display name. A company name. And a description if you so choose. And you can see this is how it's going to show up in the user system preferences. And click Save Profile. And that is going to get enrolled on every device, no matter what policy they're in. Now, let's say you're a MSP like me, and you have a bunch of different customers, and so you're going to create different push certificates for each one of those. So to do that, you're going to go into Policies. You're going to select what client you want to put that push certificate on. You're going to go to Integrations and Settings, and you're going to go to the first thing here, which is MDM Enrollment Profile. From there, it's the same thing we just walked through. You're going to select what certificate you want to use. You're going to put in a display name, a company name, and a description, and click Save Profile. And that's it. You've successfully set up MDM profiles, so now you can use the full suite of tools that Apple gives you and Addigy gives you to manage Apple devices properly. That's it for today's video. If you have any questions about what we talked about today with creating push certificates or Addigy in general, or just managing Apple devices, We'd love to help you and your business come up with a solution for those. I can be reached at Marshall_CIT on the Mac Admin Slack channel, Marshall at Cranston Inc. via email, or at cranstonit.com. Thanks so much for watching.